Hi everyone, I'm Melissa with Midnight Hour. Well, today I want to talk a little bit about that solar eclipse that's coming over the U.S. here in a few weeks, August 21st, I believe it is. And I want to talk about a dream the Lord gave me 5-6 years ago in 2011 that I believe He wants me to share, because I feel like He's saying that this is this coming eclipse is this dream coming to fruition. All right, what I saw in this dream. Okay, now before I get into that, I just want to encourage you. I'm going to put a link in the description box to Steve Cioccolanti's video, Discover Ministries. It's entitled, Is the U.S. in the Bible? Great American Eclipse, August 21st. And Steve really goes into great detail about what the word signs and seasons mean in the Bible, and how this coming eclipse is actually a sign, and how the Hebrews would have understood to look to these signs for understanding of what God is doing, what He's getting ready to do. And just real quickly, I'm going to read the scriptures that pertain to that. In Genesis chapter 1, verse 14, it says this, "And God saith, Let luminaries be in the expanse of the heavens, to make a separation between the day and night, and the night. Then they have been for signs and for seasons and for days and years." Okay, so if you look up in the in a concordance, the word signs that is used there in Genesis, it is the Hebrew word oth. Okay, and it means a sense of appearing, a signal, or an omen, which an omen is like a bad thing that's coming. And then the word seasons is the Hebrew word moed, and it means appointments or fixed times. All right, it's not like summer, winter, spring, fall. It's appointed times. The feast days, the Hebrew feast days. All right, which we know there's 7 of them. And so the Psalm 104 verse 9 actually says He appointed the moon for seasons, and that means these moeds. So we understand that we are to be looking to these things in the heavens for understanding of what God is about to do. This is not astrology. Understand that the enemy he always tries to mimic God. He always tries to take what God has originated, and he tries to duplicate it, and he puts his own slant on it in order to deceive us. But God originated this. The sun, the moon, and the stars, He created, and He created them for a very specific purpose. And so it's important for us, church, to understand that purpose. And again, I encourage you to watch Steve's video if you haven't already, and it will give you a really good understanding of what the purpose is for the sun, the moon, and the stars. All right, now, I believe that coming solar eclipse is an omen. I believe the Lord is warning the United States that judgment is coming. And we know that is bookmarked by 7 years from this August. There's another solar eclipse coming over the U.S. in the opposite direction, which literally puts an X over the United States, okay? And it very well could be, that during the time of the tribulation, the U.S. is going to experience severe judgment. And and this is just me, this is my thoughts, but I really believe that the church, the presence of the church in the United States, is the only thing that has kept the United States from being judged, experiencing severe judgment. That's just my thoughts, but the moment the church is gone, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad all over the world, but I think the fact that this solar eclipse is coming over the U.S. means that the U.S. may be the very first on the list for judgment. So just my thoughts. But anyway, so this dream I was given back in 2011. So I was in this amusement park. And the thing is, there were no exits. There was no escape, which tells me that's the time of the tribulation, because we know that no one can escape that. All right, so I was looking in the sky, and I see this horrible storm moving in, all right? And it was worse than anything I had ever seen. And I just remembered observing the people in the park, and I knew they were in extreme danger, but they didn't know it. And in fact, they were looking at this storm as if it was some type of entertainment. And they were watching it like, oh, they just, like it was amusement. And see, this is my concern. This is what I believe is happening right now. That the Lord is showing us through signs in the heavens, okay, that judgment's coming. And instead of taking it as a warning, a lot of people, I think, because, a lot of people in the church don't understand how God uses the sun, moon, and stars. They see it as astrology, and it is not. So they just discount it. But I'm telling you, we have to, as a church, we have to be wise. We have to have knowledge of truth. What does the Bible say? My people perish for lack of knowledge. Okay, so, and unless we understand these things, how can we warn anybody else? So I'm just encouraging you to really take this to heart, what the Lord is showing us, and pray about it. Be ready, encourage others, family, friends, coworkers to be ready. Because I really believe this is a very serious sign that the Lord is sending us, church. So I just hope and pray that we'll all join together in prayer for this nation, for this world, that as many as possible will come to Jesus now and be spared what is coming on the earth. So, as always, it is my prayer that we will all continue to keep our lamps burning bright while we wait for Jesus. I love you all. God bless you.